Alright, so finally got to the point where I'm cleaning out my stuff. Got to my Blu-Ray collection because I'm about to get a shelf in here one of these days soon. And I figured, well, I got nothing else to do, so might as well record a video of me going through all my movies. Just because, well, everybody else is doing it, might as well join in, you know. So let's start with the first thing you can probably see: Batman Under the Red Hood, animated movie. It was pretty good, especially since the comic wasn't good. It's based off of Batman Beyond, the complete series on Blu-ray. You know, good series. There's gonna be a lot of Batman, just in case you didn't know. American Gangster, got the regular version and extended version on this Blu-ray. 7, you know, What's in the Box with Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman, one of my favorite movies of all time. Captain America: Civil War. You know, I cried in theaters. I had like heart palpitations. Blew my mind in 2016. Wasn't prepared what was come after that. What's this one? The Lord of the Rings collection. You know, all the extended digits on Blu-ray. I actually haven't even touched this yet, but it's just nice to have. Not the biggest Lord of the Rings fan, to be honest. Alright, got Logan Blu-ray. Great movie. Cried in that too. 999. This wasn't that great of a movie, but I got it for like $5 at like Walmart. It's okay. The Bad Boys collection. So Bad Boys, Bad Boys 2, and Bad Boys for Life. Bad Boys for Life was really surprised. I didn't think it would be that good, but it really was. John Wick, I got this on Black Friday for like $3. I don't really like the John Wick movies, to be honest. I think they're cool, but I don't get the appeal of them like that. What's this one? Doctor Strange. You know, I like it fine. In hindsight, I'm like, why'd I even buy this? I didn't really watch it, to be honest. Kingsman, man, this was a total surprise when this came out. Alright, Superman, Batman, Public Enemies, another animated movie. It was cool, I guess. I mean, I had the comic it's based off of. It's alright. Murder on the Orient Express, the most recent version, with, you know, Johnny Depp gets ganked in the first 10 minutes, so that was a full price for me right then and there. It was a fun movie. I like Kenneth Branagh. I want to see that sequel though. I have more anticipated for the sequel than this. What's this? The Die Hard collection, so all 5 Die Hard movies. You know, 1 through 4 cool. That 5th one's utter garbage, and I never want to watch it again. Black Klansman, one of the few Spike Lee movies I can rewatch again, because his movies are kind of heavy and deep, and they're not really like, hey, let's put on a Spike Lee movie. This is one of the few ones I can't do that with. Fast and Furious, the 4th one. Not, man, how far the series changed since then. Wanted, if any of you guys remember this movie, because came out 2008, and it's kind of came and went. It was like hot for a minute, but yeah, nobody really talks about it anymore. I still enjoy it. The Mummy collection, so the Mummy Returns, the Tomb of Dragon Emperor or something like that, and Scorpion King. All fun movies. You know, I don't really like Mummy Returns as much, but you know, they're fun movies. They're nice for a watch. Spotlight. Now, if you haven't seen this, this is a not a fun movie to watch, but I really enjoy it. It's just like an investigation movie about all that stuff with priests and young children. You know, that's a heavy topic, but it was a really good movie. Halloween 2008, not 2008, 2018. Now, the Halloween series, I like the first one, I like a few in between that, but this was a really good surprise too. Nightcrawler. Now, I thought Jake Gyllenhaal got robbed an Oscar. I don't think he got nominated. He should have won, because this is a great performance and great movie. Good old Shazam. Fun movie. like a nice surprise. Kind of small for what you might think it might be, but yeah, I really liked it. Birds of Prey and the Fabulous Emancipation of the One Harley Quinn. Really enjoyable movie. One of my favorite movies of last year. There wasn't that many movies last year, but fun movie. Green Lantern First Flight, another animated movie. This was kind of so boring, to be honest. I don't really like it. I'm like, The Warriors. Now, this is a total classic. This is the director's cut, so it's got those weird animated in-betweens, but if you haven't seen this, you gotta watch it. I'm not gonna do the whole Warriors thing. You know, ew, that's my voice. Tropic Thunder, one of my favorite comedies of all time. Gotta watch it. If you haven't seen it, you can go watch it now. It's hilarious. And this is the director's cut. It has like a little side movie, like it's like 30 minutes. It's supposed to be like a documentary, and it's almost as fun as the movie. Transformers: Age of Extinction. Now, the Transformers movies are a guilty pleasure to me, mine. And this one, I thought it was actually a really good movie until they're like, "Hey, the movie's done, but hey, let's go to China for the next 30 minutes." I'm like, all right, that was a little too much. But I did like this movie for the most part. What the heck is that? Arrival of Amy Adams. Oh man, this is I don't know. I'm the only one in my family who likes this movie, but I thought it was really good. The Justice League movie 2017. I know people dogging this movie, but I liked it for what it was. If this came out in like 2005, this would have been the greatest movie of all time. Alright, there's the first Transformers movie. Now, yeah, good times. Flashback to 2007, right? Yeah, 2007. Yeah, man, I feel old now. It's 14 years ago. Looper. Good old Ryan Johnson movie, man. I thought this was really good. One of the few times Bruce Willis has tried in the last few years. Alright, The Wolverine, the one from 2013. This is the unrated version, much better than the PG-13 movie, but good. If you haven't watched it, I mean, it's kind of on Disney Plus, but if you can find the unrated version, watch that one. X-Men First Class, another fun movie. A total surprise also, and like I really like James McAvoy and what's his face, Michael Fassbender in this. Alright, Star Wars Force Awakens. I saw this movie like 8 times in theaters. Cried the first time. Kissed my lightsaber. Sarah can tell you all about that one. Rogue One, another great Star Wars movie I like. The Avengers 2012, you know, how far we come in 9 years since then, huh? Spider-Man Far From Home, I didn't like it as much as Homecoming, but it's still an enjoyable movie. You know, Jake Gyllenhaal is probably the saving grace of this movie. Moonlight, you know, that movie that almost lost to La La Land, or sort of lost to La La Land, but didn't. Great movie, really touching and emotional. You haven't checked it out. I know a lot of people don't check it out because of the subject matter, but you really should watch it. It's a great movie. Hell or High Water with Jeff Bridges and Chris Pine. Another great movie, small movie, like a modern day western. Really fun and deals with some topical stuff. Guardians of the Galaxy. You know, I like it fine, but I wasn't enamored with it like everybody else was. I thought it was a fine movie, but I don't really rewatch the Guardians movies that much, especially 2. But the first one's okay. I like the first one better than 2. Alright, The Nice Guys, man, this is a movie that people really, really slept on. Like, how'd you sleep on this movie? Like, this movie, like, and people always talk about they want original movies, and this came out and flopped. I don't really get people. Alright, another Transformers movie, Transformers Dark of the Moon, the third one. You know, like I said, guilty pleasure of mine. I like the third one a lot. Alright, Sin City, based on a Frank Miller comic. You know, in retrospect, I don't really like these movies as much. They're fine, but not for me. Not anymore. This is back when I was trying to be edgy. Alright, Avengers Endgame, you know, saw this opening night, freaked out, saw it, like, I think 3, 4 more times. Great movie. Another animated movie, Son of Batman. This is total garbage. I hate this movie. It was such a slog. Forget that. Collateral with Jamie Foxx, Tom Cruise. One of my favorite, probably my favorite Tom Cruise performance. One of my favorite movies. I saw my mom and sister actually. Man, we're a weird family. Alright, just the Iron Man for 2008. I lost the sleeve. So being a kid of the MCU. I wasn't totally enamored with the ear like other people. Once it gets that third act, I think that third act is kind of terrible. But it's saved by the last 5 minutes. But fun movie still. Justice League Doom, another animated movie. Dwayne McDuffie's last film, last animated film he wrote before he passed away. Fun movie, but I can't really recommend these animated movies to anybody if they're not interested in it. Django Unchained. Now, then this is a movie I had mixed feelings on for various reasons. I can get to the topic another day, but I have it. I don't regret buying it, but I don't know. Some of Django nowadays I can't really talk about. What's in here? Alright, Black Panther 2018. Enough said. You know. Great movie. Alright, The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Now, I don't know why I don't think it's like a great movie, but I don't think it's a total dumpster fire like people make it out to be. Alright, this is the Batman Assault on Arkham animated movie. It really should be called Suicide Squad or something, but whatever. This before people know what Suicide Squad was. It's a fun movie, but I'm a little sick of Batman at the moment. Alright, another animated movie, Justice League War. Yeah, it's okay. That's the most I can say about that one. The Gift. Now, The Gift was a total surprise. A small movie, just about single. It's it reminded me of a single white female, but a dude doing the stuff. That's nice movie. Total surprise. What's his name? Jason Bateman. Asshole. Alright, Superman, Batman, Apocalypse. Another animated movie. Yeah, it's okay too. That's the most I can say about these animated movies. Alright, Captain America: The First Avenger. Now, this movie was really slapped on when it came on. People really didn't like it, but now they kind of turned around on it. I thought it was great from the first day. One of my favorite. This was kicked out my love affair with the MCU, Captain America. Man of Steel. Now, I know people this kind of divisive, but I thought this was really good with the Superman movie. I thought it was much better than Superman Returns. It did something different. I can see some of the complaints, but I still think people crap out a little too much. Pacific Rim. Not the movie I thought I'd be seeing when I first saw it in theaters. It's an enjoyable movie, but I can't really say it's great or anything. I don't really rewatch it either. Unless it's on TV. The 18 movie. I thought this was I saw this movie on a plane actually at first. Then I bought it later. Now this movie didn't do that well, but man, I don't know. I think people were too hard on this movie also. Come on, the 18, that 80 show, it wasn't that great. Why are you guys still being so hard on this movie? Alright, The Iron Giant. If you've not seen The Iron Giant, I don't know what to do with you, because this is one of the best movies of all time. One of the best, not even best anime movies, best movies of all time. Aquaman. Now, I know people were surprised by this. Now, I thought this was a really fun movie. I thought it was a little too crammed, because it felt like the director or whoever, they're like, yeah, we only got one chance to make an Aquaman movie, so put everything Aquaman into this one movie. So for the little stuff, but I had much fun with this, and hey, it made $1 billion, so people obviously felt the same way. Alright, Justice League New Frontier, and another animated movie. This is one of the better ones, but I recommend you read the comic first or before, because this is kind of just like clip notes, and I think this is the best comic book story of all time. Avengers: Age of Ultron. I still think people are being too hard on this also, but I see the complaints, and this is this movie is schizophrenic, because it's Joss Whedon in the studio. You could tell two different people have too much power. There's too many cooks in the kitchen for this movie, and it kind of just falters. But hey, at least Captain America's good in it. Spectre, James Bond movie, the last Daniel Craig movie before this new one comes out, whenever it does come out. Not as good as like some of the other ones, but I like another thing. I think people are crapping this a little too much. I've seen a lot worse James Bond movies than this. Alright, Batman Year One, another anime movie. Just go read the book, man. This movie isn't that good either. Good old Casino Royale. Now, this was a great movie. This is one of my favorite movies of all time. I highly recommend it to everybody. I don't even like James Bond. Like, go watch this movie. Just go watch it. I love this movie. The Departed, one of my favorite movies of 2006. Man, everybody knows I have a problem with Matt Damon. This movie did not help, man. He's a total weasel, but great movie. Alright, Batman v Superman. I'm not as hard in this movie as like other people. I see the complaints also, but I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just not too hard on superhero movies because I'm like, yeah, they're people dressed in costumes. I'm like, come on, how hard can you really be on this stuff? And it's like the Ultimate Edition too, so it comes with like the director's cut. All right, 8 Mile. I bought it because I really like the 8 Mile, but I don't really rewatch it either. Alright, War for the Planet of the Apes. I don't know why or how this movie flopped, but it did. Well, not flopped, maybe underperformed, but it did. This is a great movie. Go watch it. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. I'm a little burnt out on it because this movie's coming all the time, like on VH1 and MTV. But fun movie. Like I said, Michael Cera. Just like one of the few Michael Cera movies I actually like. So yeah. This one, Batman, Mask of the Phantasm, another animated movie. Great movie. Go watch it. Good old Skyfall, another James Bond movie. This is probably one of my favorite James Bond movies. Skyfall, just amazing. Alright, Mad Max Fury Road. Come on, like what hasn't been said about this movie? It's great. Go, if you haven't seen it, go watch it. What is this? This is the Batman. Well, here's the cover. Batman, the animated series, Blu-ray Collection. So, highly acclaimed series. I had to get the Blu-ray Collection. There it is. This is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2014 movie. Another movie I thought people were way too hard on. It's Ninja Turtles, people. Calm down. Like, why were people being so hard on this? I have no idea. But I thought it was one of the better Ninja Turtles movies. Smoking Aces, a guilty pleasure of mine. One of the few Ryan Reynolds movies I actually like. This is Drive, Ryan Gosling. One of my favorite movies of all time. I know why people don't like it, but I think they're crazy. No, jokingly, of course. But this is a great movie. The Amazing Spider-Man, fun movie. That's all I can really say about it. Miami Vice, the movie with Jamie Foxx, Colin Farrell. It has problems, but I still kind of enjoy it for what it is. I got it for like $3. Straight Outta Compton, was a great movie about NWA. Great soundtrack. So not much else to say about that. Terminator 2, Judgment Day, like one of my favorite movies of all time. This movie always comes on like when something important in my life's happening. I don't know why. I mean, this came out during my graduation. I was changing into my graduation, my high school graduation, and this came on. I was like, I had to start to watch it, and my mom was like, "Go get dressed." I was like, "All right." Get Out, one of the big surprises of the last few years. G.I. Joe, Retaliation. Now, like I said, another guilty pleasure. I have a lot of guilty pleasures. These G.I. Joe movies, they're G.I. Joe. Don't be so hard on them. Like, it's based on a toy. Like I said, G.I. Joe, Rise of Cobra. Like I said, they're based on toys. Why you gotta be so hard on this? Like, the cartoon wasn't that great. Alright, there's Thor Ragnarok. Fun movie. Caught me by surprise. Total reinvention of Thor. But I enjoyed it a lot. Iron Man 2. It's not as bad as people say it is, but I can't really recommend it to anybody either. Superman Unbound, another animated movie. It's it's okay too. It's fun. It's a fun Superman movie. Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen. Now, like I said, I didn't know how many Transformers movies they're gonna make, so I bought it. I don't really recommend it to anybody. Can't recommend it to anybody. Oh boy, here we go. Star Wars: The Last Jedi, the one that divided the fan base and all that. I think it's one of the better ones. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Don't try to debate me or anything. Don't be weird. All right, just Godzilla 2014. I know why people didn't like it or had problems with it. I thought it was fine. It's Godzilla. Like, come on, there's a million different versions of Godzilla. It was cool to do something different. The Prestige with Hugh Jackman, Christian Bale. Great movie. I mean, I saw it in theaters when I was a teenager. I was taken by surprise. I didn't know what it was, but great movie. If you haven't seen it, I recommend it. Sicario, man, talk about a movie that stresses you out. I mean, I can recommend this to people, but I'm like, hey, man, you gotta have a good mindset to watch this. Alright, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. One of the best anime movies I've seen in the last few years. I'm glad it won that Oscar. Black superheroes. What is this? Gone Girl, another movie that stressed me out. But it was a great movie also. Gave me some fear of dating for a while. Us, another Jordan Peele movie. Wasn't as good as Get Out, but it's also different from Get Out. Good movie though. Highly recommend it. Wolf of Wall Street. I think one of them Scorsese's best movies. I saw this like a guy about his kids in this movie. I was like, do you know what movie you're seeing? Justice League, Christ on 2 Earth, another animated movie. This is one of the better ones. Fun movie. Heat, one of my favorite movies of all time. Al Pacino, Robert De Niro. Just a great crime drama. Godzilla, King of Monsters. Now, I thought people were way too hard on this. Also, like I said, it's Godzilla. What are you guys looking for in a Godzilla movie? There's stuff getting destroyed. That's all I really asked for in a Godzilla movie. Spider-Man Homecoming. Great movie. Another great movie. Like you said, there's a little too much Iron Man in it for me for a Spider-Man movie, but hey, that's the MCU for you. X-Men Days of Future Past. So this is both versions of Days of Future Past. The regular version, the director's cut. Both good versions. If you're like a purist, I recommend you see the director's cut along with the... I think, like I said, it's a good movie anyways, but the director's cut does add a bit more. Alright, here's the Ocean's 11 trilogy. So Ocean's 11, 12, 13, all just fun movies. I'm not that like deep or anything, but it's just nice seeing like good actors have fun with each other. Alright, Justice League, The Flashpoint Paradox. Not, I thought this movie was better than the comic book, but I can't really make. If you like it, you like it, but it wasn't my favorite story. Alright, Live, Die, Repeat, or Edge of Tomorrow, as it's called in some circles. Another underrated movie. Didn't do great, but didn't like flop either. People slept on it. But, you know, if you get a chance to watch it, I think it's one of Tom Cruise's better movies in the last few years. Wonder Woman, also a total surprise. You know, people were always crapping on DC movies, but this is a really good movie, especially all the scenes everybody knows about, like the No Man's Land scene. Alright, The Death and Return of Superman, another animated movie. Fun. It collects two movies, collects The Death of Superman and Reign of Superman. It like combines into one movie. It's kind of long since it's two anime movies in one, but if you're a Superman diehard, I think you should watch it. The It 2 film collection, It Chapter 1, It Chapter 2. You know, It Chapter 1, I think was one of the best movies of 2017. It Chapter 2, it was kind of long, kind of bloated. I don't think it's like a bad movie, but it has problems. I would like to see them combine in one ultra like big film. So I hope that happens. But in the meantime, I like both these movies just fine. Inception. I remember my sister called me at 3 in the morning to talk about this movie. She's like, "You gotta go see this. You gotta go see this." I'm like, "All right." I'm on the toilet right now, but I'll go see it. So next day I did see it, and one of my favorite movies of 2010. X-Men Days of Future Past, the regular. Yeah, I already talked about that. Knives Out came out, was it 2019? This was a big surprise also. Just a nice little crime mystery movie. What's her face? Anna de Armas. Whew, boy, yeah, she's fine. Avengers Infinity War. What else is to be said about this movie? Made $1 billion. Fun movie. Everybody freaked out in the end where everybody started dying, but you know, another MCU movie. Had a good time. The Spectacular Spider-Man Complete Series. Now this is, I think, the best Spider-Man series of all time. Well, and I don't think we're ever getting anything like this again since Disney bought Marvel, and Disney's kind of stale when they're animated stuff. But who knows? Maybe we'll get something equal or better. Then got The Incredible Hulk from 2008 with Edward Norton. I wish this movie did better, because I wonder how the MCU would look like if this movie did do better. But I think people were too hard in this movie also. Well, what are you going to do? The first Thor movie, I really enjoyed this for what it was. And like I said, I think time has done... I don't know, I think time's been kind to this in some ways been unkind to it. Oh boy, I forgot about this. Final Fantasy VII, Evan Children, the complete version. Yeah, I just was obsessed with Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, the good old 40-year-old version. One of my favorite movies of all time. I cannot recommend this movie more. I love this movie. It made my dad so much. It made my dad mad so much how much I like this movie. He did not get it. Alright, The Hangover. I think one of the funniest comedies of all time. Also, that came out of nowhere. Of course, man. Let's just act like those sequels didn't exist, huh? Alright, I got Star Wars, the complete saga. This is before Disney bought Star Wars. So this is the first 1 through 6. Classics. That's all I can really say about that. Well, the prequels not so much, but overall classic series though. Oh boy, here we go. Captain America: Winter Soldier. This is one of my favorite comic book movies of all time. I saw this with my friend Nick. Oh my, I was freaking out the whole movie. This was a total surprise. I saw this movie I saw this the day before I graduated. I was almost late to my graduation because I saw it late night and almost overslept. I love this movie. I can't talk about it enough. Alright, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Great movie. I like Rise? The first one, Rise of the Planet of the Apes, fine. And I wasn't expecting too much from this one, but this one caught me by the surprise also because there's sequels and all that. But yeah, great movie. And finally got the Dark Knight trilogy right there. Now, so it's Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, Dark Knight Rises. Dark Knight Rises isn't as good as the other ones, but still a good movie. You got this extra Blu-ray collection. That's all I can say. I love Batman, and I had to get this. So I think that's all of my movies so far. I think. Other than that, I'll probably have to do another one of these videos and go over each one individually in more detail one of these days. But right now, that'll be it.